We'll start the
Assalamu alaikum. I welcome everybody to this corporate briefing session of Biafo Industries Limited for the year 2025. Let me first introduce my team. On my left is Shaikh Tanveer. He's the Chief Operating Officer. And on the right is Sajid Hussain, who's the Chief Financial Officer, and Rehan Ashraf, who's the Company Secretary. We will start off. First of all, I welcome all of you. We will start off with something, a little briefing on the company. As you have, we have a board of directors, which we just displayed. This is the new board. The last board completed its term in October this year, and a new board was selected and nominated and selected by the shareholders. You will see a few changes, which we hope that will add value to the board and to the company in the coming term of this new board. Moving on, just a brief history about the company. It was incorporated as a public listed company in 1988. And it was licensed by Process Technology International, from which we, the DuPont technology, which we adopted. And also the plant machinery was purchased from Hanwha, with which we had a strategic partnership also at that time. Hanwha is a big group in South Korea. Since 1994, we went into production. Our plant is located in Hattar Industrial Estate of KPK province, and our production facilities are located there. From 2012 to 2018, as a recognition of the stability and progress, the company has been was selected the top 25 companies of the Pakistan Stock Exchange for the years 12, 13, 14, 15, and 2018. Apart from this, we are internationally accredited certifications. We have ISO 9001 and OSAS 45001. We have recently taken a forward leap, as I would say, by entering into the export markets. More of that will come later. Recognizing the growing global demand, we have reached and identified some strong potential in this growth by establishing key partnerships and local distributors and streamlining our supply chain. We successfully launched the export operations. We will come to our mission and vision, which is displayed for you. I need not go through that. It is here. From there, we move on to our products, and I'll hand over to our Chief Operating Officer to explain to you our major products which have led to our success up till now.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. You can see on the screen that there are three actually types of explosives which we are manufacturing. One is the main water gel explosives, which we have 7 products which we manufacture in different diameters and lengths as per the demand of our customer and as required on the field. This is our main explosives. Powder explosive is another secondary type of explosive which is being used in combination with the main explosives, which is water gel explosive, and we produce 2 types of powder explosives. One is called Biopril N4, the other is Bibulk. And then third section of our company is the manufacturing of blasting accessories. So these are 10 different blasting accessories which is being produced and supplied to customers according to their requirement. Plain detonators, electric detonators. Then there is a seismic electric detonators being used in the oil and gas sector, delay electric detonators, both are electric and non-electric. Then a new product which we have introduced this year, this is called electronic detonator. This is the extension of this detonators family to a delay relays detonating called thermotube and safety fuse. We are supplying these products to all our customers in the field of cement, oil and gas exploration, large mining projects and infrastructure projects as per their requirements. And in this year 24-25, we have supplied all the orders without any problems. Thank you very much. Now, regarding the financial information, I will hand over to Mr. Sajid Hussain Shah, who is the Chief Financial Officer of the company.
Thank you, sir. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you, respected audience. So I will present you the financial performance of the company for the year 2025. So here is starting from the net sales. We have presented the annual sales into 4 quarters. The overall sales for the year was 2.9 billion against the sale of 2.4 billion. The sale of the current year was increased by 20.7%. That shows good performance for the last year. With respect to the profitability of the company, so overall our turnover was 2.9 billion against 2.4 billion. Our gross profit was 1 billion against 1.045 billion. The GP margin was 2.1% higher from the last year. Operating profit was 733 million against 449 million. Profit before taxation was 662 million against 348 million. Profit after taxation was 389 million against 195 million. The profitability for the current year was increased by 32%. Although there was a major impact on the taxation during the period, because last year on our export products, the sale was previously 1%, and that was increased from 1% to roughly 39%. So that was a major impact on our profitability. Last year we had declared dividend of rupees 231 million, which is roughly 5 rupees per share against 230 million. With respect to the cost composition structure, during the last year, our cost of sale was 73% against the cost of sale of 0.665%. So there is a slightly increase that shows that the inflationary impact and the dollar fluctuations. Our distribution and admin cost structure is roughly the same with respect to the 23-24. Finance cost we have controlled a little bit and decreased from 5% to 2%. And as I briefed earlier, that the taxation has been increased from 2% to 11%, and the major demand was that the export taxation has been increased from 1% to 39%. With respect to the financial position, so our non-current assets almost remain same, and our current asset has been increased, and that stand at 1 billion, and the major increase was due to the receivable and the inventory volume. Our non-current liabilities has been decreased during the period, and that majorly shows the repayment of the long-term debt. Our current liabilities has been increased from the previous period, and that was mainly due that we have purchased material, and that was reflected in the high sale volume as well. And we have export order which was in the manufacturing process during the period in the month of the May and June. So that was despite in the earlier years. Our net assets has been overall improved by 273 million during the period. With respect to the share capital and the reserve, share volume is the same. Revenue reserve has been increased by 229 million. That was the unallocated profit. And our capital reserve has been increased by net by 44 million, and that was roughly that we have devaluated the head office land. And so now I will hand over the forum to the CEO to discuss and speak about the future outlook of the company.
Thank you. Future outlook, as usual, looks bright, especially with us entering the export market, which will supplement the slight increase in the domestic market due to market slowdowns and economic conditions. We are targeting our geographic area of targeting for in the beginning is mostly Southeast Asia. We have successfully completed some of the exports to Bangladesh, and we hope to continue this on a long-term basis. We are targeting other countries in the region also. Our next target would be Middle East and Africa later on. Other than that, company is looking forward to increase in sales locally, especially with the boost in the mining sector in Balochistan and upcoming large mining projects, which we are definitely looking into and making inquiries and trying to place the company in a position where we would be the preferred supplier. We have, as you must be knowing, already secured a small contract with Ricodip at Ricodip with Marigold. This is civil works contract basically aimed at the camp and facilities that will be provided beforehand before going into the main mining project. The main mining project has not been disclosed as yet. Bids have been bought, but they have not been finalized as yet. So other than this, we are also already we have a major share in the oil and gas market. But on the onshore gas market, oil and gas market, as you know, because of security reasons, there is a shrinkage in work, especially seismic, where we provide our explosives. Recently, the government of Pakistan has issued licenses for 23 to 25 offshore blocks. We hope that this will come in and there will be more offshore seismic, where again we are aiming to capture that market also. Looking at because most of the companies who have got these licenses are local public sector oil and gas companies who are already our customers and are very satisfied with our products. So all in all, the future looks good, and we hope that we will capture more market share in the coming years. Thank you. I'll now open the forum to any questions that the audience may have. Any questions from the audience?
Okay, we have received some inquiries and questions. One question is about the amount of revenue from Recodec phase one and expectations from phase two, and what's current supply in tons and months to Recodec phase. Just to advise you that this project is not yet started in its full phase. There is some delay on that. So we have just sent a very little shipment to the project for phase one. As this is for pre-mining, they have to use the explosive for setting up their establishments there. So they are also calculating. So we are just expecting the plan from them. And at this moment of time, how much revenue, another thing is that is premature because we don't have any confirmed information from the customer. Hopefully, I think in the next quarter we will be in a better position. For phase two, you see that has not yet been finalized. And the bids are being under being processed and things are being changing because they have initially given some quantities and that will be finalized once they have the full picture to us. That's why at this moment of time, we cannot say anything about the per ton months to phase one until we get the full plan from them. Regarding the subsidy, if there is no such activity in the subsidy, that will start once these project starts. Next question is, what's the current process of water gas explosive per ton cost? I mean, this is the price. You see, in water gas, we have 9 different products, and all the products, the price of the product vary with the type, with the diameter, and with the length. So there is no fixed price, that is a variable price. In case of next question was how much explosives are used in 3D seismic study. This is also depends upon the area where they are doing the 3D, and per square kilometer also depend upon the depth of the hole which the customer is going to use. So that is entirely the information which usually customer gave us the details and which vary from other project to project. Current market share, we can say that we are almost 35% of the market. This is the assessment because we have the declared figures, then we have to get the figures from the other. For the company strategy to increase businesses, to improve our products, to be more competitive, and to keep on introducing new products to our customer. This is our strategy so that we can meet our competitors, bigger competitors. Export front, we have already explained that we are in this field, and in the first quarter, as the CEO explained to you, that we have sent our first export to Bangladesh, and we are very much hopeful that keep on doing that. Regarding the rare earth mineral sector and the size, this is premature. I think although government has announced a lot of things, but the projects get some time to be matured. Major projects, I believe you know about our company's major projects. We have a major projects of the large scale mining in Balochistan, which we are working since 2003. That is the Sandak Copper and Gold project. And we have another mining project, which is lead and zinc projects, that is also in Las Vegas. Then we have all the cement factories, oil exploration companies, all our customers. And then we are supplying to Basha, to this Raymond projects, and to Balakot. These all are major projects where we are working.
There's a question on the potential impact of the recent news on Recodec Barrick Gold outright sales. This was very aptly put by the CEO of Barrick, Mark Hill, and he said that he was asked the same question, and he said that we do not comment on speculation. So currently, whether Barrick is going to split into two or what is going to happen to the African and Asian assets, it's all speculation. There has been no direct announcement by the company or its subsidiaries working in Pakistan. So that's all I can say on that. You spoke about the seasonality impact in March and December quarters. It's basically the licensing procedure in Pakistan. 30th of March, all licenses expire, and then you have to apply for renewal of your licenses. So what normally happens is that people stock up before this, and since it takes roughly a month or so to get license renewal, so the second quarter is always slow. Similarly, in September, some licenses expire and they're renewed, so that is, I think, the answer to that. That's the way it goes.
Sector-wise growth, the question is, as we have already explained to you that as far as the cement sector is concerned, that is steady and that is entirely dependent on the infrastructure projects in the country. If they grow, definitely there will be a growth in the cement sector of our customers, as well as the large scale projects are concerned. They are the projects which are already going on. Oil and gas is entirely dependent on the concessions which we usually government announced, and if that has been given, then we are expecting a growth. And as far as the mining sector is concerned, maybe these are the big projects which are coming in, but that will take some time. So the growth in the mining sector will take a few years.
So with respect to the fall in the GP margin for the year, so there are several reasons that the GP margin is purely dependent on the product mix which we are selling, and there is a high GP margin products and a low GP margin products. Another thing was the devaluation of the rupee that was year by year. We are having the impact in our GP as you earlier seeing that from the last 4 to 5 years that has been decreased roughly from 50% to the current numbers. So there are also few economic factors that are impacting the GP margin as well. But we are doing that we are trying to manage the GP margin by managing the cost of production, by optimizing the processes, and by further sourcing the alternative materials that we can further improve and maintain the GP margin. Thank you.
One question is why there is a requirement for the licenses. I think you people are well aware that this manufacturing of explosive is a regulated industry, and we do the manufacturing, storage, sale on the basis of the licenses issued by the Department of Explosive, which comes under Ministry of Petroleum and Energy Division. So all our customers also have the licenses for use of explosive. So that's why all this industry needs licenses, even for manufacturing, for sale, for storage, for transport, because this is a regulated industry. Why do you need explosive in oil and gas exploration? We need explosive because in the seismic, there are two ways of collecting the data, because you have to conduct the seismic explosive. One is by using the machines, which is called vibroprocess. The other is if you have to get the data, you have to do the shooting. And for shooting of the holes, you need the explosive.
It's basically to picture the underground structure. And that can be done in two ways. If the structure is shallow, it will be done by vibroprocess, which is using these vibroprocess machines. And if the structure is deep, then you use explosive in a deeper hole, and that will give you a picture of because when the explosion takes place, the waves against the structure, they record it, so you can get a picture of the oil and gas structure down below.
I think this question is again being asked against the sectoral growth. I have already explained that the various sectors that we have various sectors where we supply. In the cement, there's an infrastructure, it's entirely dependent on infrastructure development. If there is an infrastructure development, we will have the growth that we are anticipating in this coming year. And as far as the oil and gas sector, that is entirely dependent upon the concession. If the government announce any concession that has been awarded to the customers, which are our existing customers, we are also expecting that. And for large scale mining project, it will take time. That is a growth, but that will come in some couple of years in the future. Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much. And